All right, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Talon Jenkins, joined with our host. We got Ryan Gilbert and Joel Meyer. Gentlemen, how the hell are we doing after this bloodbath of a weekend we just went through?
I'm doing good. It was a long weekend for me, thanks to our President's Day here in the States. Of course, you guys had Family Day up there as well. And I needed it after licking my wounds from the Saturday of betting hockey and Saturday of Flyers losing yet another outdoor game. It looked like the Rangers were going to lose too. I had a big bet on them. Luckily, they came back and won it there in miraculous fashion. And yeah, today just, more just wild hockey games. Yeah, it's been an interesting weekend for hockey.
Yeah, you said it, Talon. Horrible weekend. Started off Saturday. I was still feeling sick as a dog, so I couldn't go to the bar. Couldn't go watch UFC. So I had to order the fucking pay-per-view at home to watch my big bet on Volkanovski lose. So that was a bad experience. Hockey was terrible. Sunday, the golf. I had some Zalatoris a bet early Sunday, like 5-1, and he was looking good until fucking Matsuyama comes out of nowhere and blitzes everybody. He almost hit the course
attack, bro. Them Japanese are come out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what that was. What else happened? I got some Indian. I went to an Indian restaurant, a new one I haven't been to before as well.
What do you get?
I usually got chicken vindaloo. Sometimes like a coconut chicken curry or something like that. Yeah. But I went to this one and it was underwhelming. Probably the worst one I've been to in Vancouver. Yeah, I know. It was still good. It's still Indian food. It's hard to mess it up, but not good. Not a good weekend.
That's poor. We got a little Indian place by us, and the lamb vindaloo roti. Oh my god, it's to die for. Except my fucking Asian ass girlfriend always gets like biryani and shit, but she always gets hers really spicy, and I get mine like non-spicy because like I'm a little white guy and I can't really handle spice a lot. But they always mix it up. And the next thing you know, I'm eating mine and I'm fucking on the shitter for the next 24 hours. And she's like, "Oh, mine's not that hot." I'm like, "Yeah, well, it must be nice, goddammit." So I don't know. Either way.
My mistake was leaving the neighborhood. I live in like a Punjabi market here, and excellent places around here. But for some reason, I went a half hour away to some other neighborhood, and bad idea.
How's the Indian food over there in Philly, right, guy? What are we dealing with?
There were a few Indian places around my old place. I never got to try them out. I imagine there's some good stuff, but I imagine there's also a lot more not so good stuff.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Well, I'm right there with you guys. I got absolutely destroyed this weekend. I think most people did. Everybody I saw talking about gambling on hockey this weekend was like, "Holy shit, what the fuck just happened?" So it's good to know that misery loves company, right? We're not on our own. When we fail together. So that's good to know. Still tough losses, and I'll tell you right now, I'm sorry. Don't ever bet fucking Will Zalatoris to win a golf tournament ever again. Okay. Ever since the back hole kerfuffle went down, shot. Also, this guy turned down like $90 million to live to stick with the PGA Tour, and so there's just all his credibility is lost. He's shot. He's going to be dwelling on that for the rest of his career. Also, the guy can't putt. I call him whiskey mitts for a reason. His hands shake more than fucking an East Van crackhead asking for change whenever he's putting, for Christ's sakes. So do not bet old whiskey mitts ever to win a tournament. Good for Hideki for getting that done at the Riv.
He is a major winner, though. He won the U.S. Open, I think.
He did. He broke onto the scene when he was like second place at the Masters a few years back, too. I think Hideki won that tournament, too. I think that was the year.
Yeah, he crushed Zalatoris there, too.
Funny how that works.
I was on Zalatoris then twice, so that's twice that Hideki's crushed my guy.
You know what's funny? I needed to win that tournament. I think it was like the 2019 Masters in order to pay my rent. And I accidentally, no, literally, because it was COVID and shit. I accidentally bet Hideki thinking he was Colin Morikawa. And it worked out though, so let's go, baby.
2021, I think that was.
Yeah, whatever.
That was when the caddy about to the course, right?
Yeah, exactly. At the end, that was awesome, dude. So hell yeah. All right, let's get it rocking and rolling here. Everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's the place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports, baby. What do we got? We got hockey. We got an 8-game slate coming up we're going to talk about. There's basketball going on. Look at the boy wearing the basketball jersey here.
Promised us a story.
All right, a little quick one. I'll get into it. So when I come home from work, I got to walk from my work to Union Station. It's like the subway terminal, like GO train and buses and all that shit in Toronto. And we go past the Scotiabank Arena, Air Canada Centre, whatever, home of the Toronto Maple Leafs, of course, and none other than the Toronto Raptors as well. And I'm walking by. Keep in mind, there's no games in the city tonight. So nothing's going on. The building is dead. There's nothing inside. All the lights are down and shit. I get to the side of it where it like connects with the subway, and fucking all there is just some junky fucking homeless crackhead. He's got a fucking he's got a bottle of JD in his hand, Jack Daniels. He's pounding on the glass, just going, "Let's go, Raps!" Let's go, Raps. Like, they're not playing, buddy, but fucking right, let's go, Raps. Of that boy having a night. I threw on the golden Grady Dick jersey. Also matches the beer, so hell yeah, let's go Raps. Let's go Grady Dick. Yeah, it was.
I'm sure an imaginary game would be better than the fucking All-Star game that was going on around the same time. Anyway,
did you watch any of that?
Fuck that, man. I don't even watch the NHL.
Yeah, I don't even watch the NBA at all, so I'm not gonna watch the All-Star game for Christ's sakes. But anyways, so yeah, SGPN website, place to be. Tons of stuff going on in the world of sports. Golf, hockey, baseball. People are talking baseball. Gilbert, you excited? What's the word?
I don't know. Philly signed Whit Merrifield, the big veteran addition there.
Right,
it's a good move there. Still a few top free agents out there, so definitely. I think got like 5 weeks now from opening day, so it's gonna be up here fast.
Right on. Well, that's great. Glad to hear. A bunch of stuff, man. So you can find all that information at the SGPN website. Be sure to go check it out. Julie, did you want to elaborate on UFC or anything, or are you good?
Fuck that, man. Ilya Topuria, I like that guy too, but I did not bet him, so fuck him.
All right, right on. Fuck that guy. So yeah, SGPN website, check it out. Listen to all the other shows. Check out all the articles. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles that he's banging out weekly. Those are sweet. And of course, man, shout out to all our friends and pals in the Discord. You never know where you're gonna get. Brother fighting brother, friends fighting friends, pals fighting pals, everybody supporting each other. It's just always a good time in the Discord, bro. So if you're not in there, get your ass in the Discord. You're not making money if you're not in there. If you want to get in there, you can reach out to myself or Ryan on Twitter. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction, or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account. Social media assistant producer will point you in the right direction, tell you everything that you need to know. Or what you can do is just mail in the rest of your life, give up, move down to Anaheim, take $4 million a year, and just sit on the beach with none other than Joel Meyer and Radko Gudas. And you can just walk up to those two and ask them, be like, hey, man, how do I get in the Discord? And then we'll be like, yeah, well, we don't fucking know how to play hockey anymore. We don't care about that, but we'll tell you how to get in the Discord, baby. And those two will just clink their little fucking mimosas together and be like, yep, that's how you get into the Discord.
Yeah, at least we fought, unlike that scumbag Radko Gudas.
You're right.
It was kind of a iffy move there from Gudas, to say the least. But yeah,
he fought Domi. He fought Domi. Give him credit.
Did he?
All 5'10" of them.
What, in the same game?
Yeah, I was in the first period. He wrestled him. It wasn't really a fight, but it was technically a fight.
Okay, maybe you're onto something then. Like, I thought he was just mailing it in, but if he doesn't want to fight Reeves, but he'll fight little Max Domi, who's nothing.
Little Maxwell.
Yeah, I mentioned this in the Discord, but Gudas is like a big physical defenseman, but he cannot fight. I remember when he was with the Flyers once. I think Kevin Bieksa knocked him out, one punch.
Was it a Superman punch?
I don't remember, but yeah, it very well could have been. Yeah, get in the Discord, subscribe to the Hockey Gaming Podcast on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. Leave us a rating and review. And I saw the voice channel in the Discord was getting some activity there on Saturday night. I'm pretty sure Joel was having a good time in there with our good friend Dilly.
Dilly and I were in there for like 3 hours, just shooting shit, talking about tennis and my betting process and anything else, really.
Hell yeah. All right. Oh, fuck. Did we have to do this? Fine. We're going to move into our lock dogs and totals from last time we were together. The games were on February 17th, Saturday. This was a murder. This was like Hamburger Hill in Vietnam, or this was like Stalingrad on Saturday. That's how bad this was here. It was a shit show. Julie went 1-1-1, which is the best any of us did, up 0.6 units. Congrats to Joel for staying out of the red on that one. Myself, I went 0-3, down 4 units. Ryan went 0-3, down 4 units. I think this is the worst LDT show that we've had collectively in the 3 years we've been doing this podcast. With that being said, Jolie, kick us off. Let's just start with something positive.
Sure. Speaking of something positive, though, this game did not start positively. The Lightning took a lead. It was 1-0 for a bit, but then it was 4 Panthers goals in a few minutes or whatever, and they won 9-2. So this was a no-doubter after the first 10 minutes of the game. Little brother becoming big brother, I think is what's happening here. Oilers stars on our 6.5, 115. I'm not gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm not gonna be a scumbag like Radko Gudas. All 6 goals in regulation, we're in the fucking second period. The scoreless first period,
That's
scoreless third period, and then the overtime goal, of course, to get this to 7 goals. So that sucked. Still the right bet, I think, because you got to look at the longer sample size. They're not just a random flurry of goals in the second period. The total Jets Canucks under 6. Got a bit lucky here because the Canucks pulled the goalie with like 2.5 minutes left, and the Jets just weren't interested really in scoring the empty netter. This was a hell of a game, though. One of the best games of the year so far. It was a highly intense atmosphere, very much of a playoff one. Great watch. Unfortunate result. Canucks went 0-4 on the power play, which helped the total. But just a hell of a game to watch.
For myself, I'll start my total. Had the Panthers Lightning under 6.5, minus 120. Obviously, the Panthers scored 9 goals. So that was a loss. My dog, I had my Flyers plus 124 against the Devils at the Stadium Series. They allowed a goal in the first 35 seconds for their second straight outdoor game and went on to lose that one 6-3. And then my lock, by this point, I just expected a loss. Golden Knights minus 125 against Carolina. Took a 1-0 lead and then ended up losing 3-1.
Can I give my take that like I'm done with the teams dressing up for the fucking outdoor games? Like, ooh, Philly, we're looking like Rocky. New Jersey, we're looking like the Sopranos. Just stop, bro. You're professional athletes. Like, what are we doing? Just show up, get your gear on, and go play the fucking game. Nobody cares what you're wearing. Don't tell me it's for the kids or any of this bullshit. How many kids do you think are out there that watch the fucking Sopranos? How many 6-year-olds are like, hey, when they shot Fatty on a boat, that was great. Like, no, get out of here. Like, I'm so sick of this shit. You guys look like clowns doing it, all right?
Probably the guy who listens to us in the car with his kid.
Yeah, maybe that's the only one, but I don't know. I'm so done with it. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but
I think it's cool enough, and I heard someone say this recently, like, not everything that hockey does has to be for you specifically, the fan. Like you like certain things or parts you're going to hate, but like there is an audience that enjoys this. I thought you were going to just say outdoor games in general, which,
well, that's another
thing.
too.
And everyone's like, oh, but the Rangers game was so great. No, the Rangers game was so great because the Rangers came back. That would have been a great game at MSG or at UBS Arena. But like, yeah, it's cool for, just a few times a year. It is what it is at this point.
I don't know. I think as far as outdoor games go, I think there should be one every 4 years. Simple as that. Because like now, look, we don't even know when there's outdoor games, for Christ's sakes, anymore. We're like, oh shit, this is an outdoor game.
Just have the Winter Classic.
It should just be the Winter Classic. There should be like specific days. Winter, if you want to add like a Black Friday outdoor game, that'd be cool. Black Friday, Winter Classic, and then like something in February. Like have one today.
Just do one on like Christmas Eve or something. One main event game,
Well,
like
it's New Year's Day, right? The Winter Classic.
Yeah, Winter Classic.
I guess that works then too. I know there's a lot going on then that day too, but I mean, just pick one day, give us one, and fucking make it an actual thing,
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, for myself here, I had Ottawa regulation minus 120 versus Chicago. Leave it to me, right? Like, why the fuck would I pick the Sens? Sens suck. Been chirping them all year long, and sure, they got to beat Chicago, let alone do it in regulation. No, they lose 3-2 in regulation.
I told you guys, Blackhawks.
Now they're about to beat the Lightning.
Yeah,
can't figure this team out.
I don't know. Anyways, for my dog, Dallas in regulation versus Edmonton, I felt really good about this. I really, really did. Apparently I shouldn't have. I don't know. Calvin Pickard just said, nope. You heard me shit talking him. He said, yeah, I'm going to win this game. Ended up winning it. And then for my total, Nashville, St. Louis under 6 plus 100 here. I really, really liked this. Fuck, there was 1-1 after the first period. I'm like, okay, we're doing good. 2-1 after the second period. We're going into the third period. This is the 3-goal game. I'm like, all right, we're laughing here. If anything, it's a push. That's okay. Well, guess what? There's 4 goals in the third period, for Christ's sakes, and it ends up going over. So just a kick in the pills, and but you know what? I'll give us credit, because there's other podcasts out there that if they had a week like we did, they wouldn't even bring it up. They wouldn't even run through it. But you know what? We own our shit here, all right? So if we take a Odell Beckham Jr. Cleveland steamer all over the bed and all over the tits of our picks, we're going to let you know about it. So that's just the kind of guys we are,
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, ads.
All right, I'm ad boy. Ryan and I both went 0-3, but Ryan always does ads, so I'll take it over. We are proud to announce that we are and continue to be brought to you by Game Time. Game Time is awesome. It's great if you're stressed to buy tickets like myself. I had tickets to go see Code Orange, a sweet hardcore band that would come to Toronto at the end of this month. Well, they canceled their show because the guitarist has something going on, like a injury or some shit. So I'm like, damn it, I was really looking forward to it. I got to go to another show. And I look and boom, Alkaline Trio's playing in Toronto. So where else did I buy those tickets? I use Game Time, nice and cheap, great way to get it. Shout out Alkaline Trio, shout out Code Orange. It's great for hunting down the best price as well, competing with other buyers for popular events. You can buy tickets to all your favorite events. It shouldn't be stressful. Game Time is the fast and easy way to help you buy tickets for sports, music, comedy, theaters near you, or you can get 2-in-1, sports and comedy. You can just buy tickets to a Sens game. There you go. Either way, you can get killer deals on last-minute tickets with their best price guarantee. You can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for all the fun you'll have. You can browse through the Game Time app, talk about upcoming events in your area. We got everything going on. And truth be told, NHL playoffs are going to be here sooner than we think, boys. These last 30 games are going to go by pretty fast. So be sure to use Game Time to check out local tickets. Things I like about Game Time: flash deals, last-minute tickets, easy to find and buy. Images of the seats views too. That's so important. You're buying a ticket to see, like, okay, what's my seat going to be like? It's all right. Am I stuck behind some fucking big pole or something? I can't see. Am I at the side of the stage? With Game Time, we can't guarantee there won't be some fat fuck standing in front of you. That's you take that risk no matter what you do, but at least you can get a view of your actual seat. And like I said, with the lowest price guarantees, Game Time is the place for last minute ticket deals. Forget planning months in advance. Buy them whenever you need them. Get exclusive flash deals on everything. And they got something called the Game Time Guarantee, baby. That means you'll always get the best price. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. You get money back, baby. It's the fastest growing ticket app in the country for a reason. It's everything you need, dude. So hell yeah, shout out Game Pass. We're happy to be brought to them by them. Snake tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code SGPN for $20 off your first purchase. That's $20 off with the code SGPM if you create an account. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, and Game Time. We are also proud to be brought to you by none other than Underdog Fantasy. They've been with us for a while. Underdog Fantasy has to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. NBA, NHL, college basketball, simply everything. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. You can win up to 100 times with some spicy plays, baby. Just like my spicy Vindaloo that my girlfriend makes me get. My favorite underdog pick, for today's show, for tonight, it would have been probably Austin Matthews' total shots on goal. Well, guess what? It went under. I would have lost. I was going to take the over. But still, that would have been my favorite play. Either way, watch along, make your picks, and maybe make a little cash over on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. When you sign up with the promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. I believe we have an HGP code for that as well. I think so. We do, exactly. So you can also sign up with the HGP code for Hockey Gambling Podcast. You will get $100 off to your first deposit as well. Look at that. Ads, right? Fucking
excellent.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you. All right. We got an 8-game slate set for Tuesday, February 20th. Gentlemen, you ready to rock and roll here or what?
Oh, yeah.
I need to catch a breath there. Thank you, Ryan. All right, first game on the docket. We got the goddamn Canada Senators against the Florida Panthers at the 7 p.m. time slot. Game itself is in Florida here. Ottawa on the money line sitting at plus 205. Florida on the money line at minus 250. Over-under sitting at 6.5. Over at minus 135. The under plus 114 here. I cannot trust the Sens. Did you say they're beating the Lightning right now? I haven't even looked.
4-2 is the final. I
my
had over 7.
God.
I was hoping for a push at least. They had the empty net for like 4 minutes and nothing.
Just didn't get it. That's insane. This Sens team is nuts. Timmy Schnitzel had such a sick goal today. I hate that guy, but that was absolutely nasty. Sens on a back-to-back here. Florida Panthers are arguably the best team in the goddamn league, if at least the best team in the East. Minus 250 is a hell of a lot of juice to play. I was looking, you can find them on regulation, like minus 160, still a bit of juice. I like that play. Florida's been awesome at home this year. You can even maybe take them on the puck line, minus 1.5, paying off minus 102. As far as over under in this game goes, I'm leaning towards the over, baby. I think we're going to see the lamp open a bit. Antoine Forsberg played tonight, which means who's their other goalie?
Korpisalo.
Oh my God, how did I forget about that? Which means Jonas Korpisalo. Give me the over all day long, and then like I said, give me Florida pretty much any which way possible.
Yeah, the Panthers are legit. They've won 5 in a row. They only allowed 6 goals in that span while scoring, some quick math here, got 26 goals, I believe, including that 9-2 win against Tampa Bay. Coming back home now, after being, just up there in Tampa on Saturday. Love them here. 250 is a bit high. Puck line around even money. I do like that. -102 or regulation play, like Talon said. And I don't know. It's tough taking it over in a Panthers game because they do not allow a lot of goals. So I'd probably stick with either a Panthers team total over or a Sens team total under, or both, or you can parlay them together to get a bit better payout.
Yeah, I don't love this game. You can make a case for either side in this, either side of the total as well. It's just too steep to back the Panthers. I'd like to do it with the Sens on the back-to-back, but the Senators have been a frisky team. Like, they're not good as favorites, that's for sure. We found that out against Chicago. But as dogs, the big dogs here, I think that they could surprise the Panthers just like they surprised the Lightning here. But I'm still not strong enough to bet it. So this is a stay away from me. I mean, the total's the same kind of thing. I mean, with Korpisalo in that, I know he's not great, but he's not terrible either. He's playing better now than he was at the beginning of the season. I'll say that much for him. And yeah, we got Brodsky already confirmed for the Panthers. So I got nothing for this one. We're starting off with a banger here.
Good job, boys. Hell yeah. Strong out the gate.
One more thing on the Panthers. They've allowed a total of 15 goals in their past 10 games and not more than 2 in any of them. So maybe a Panthers team total over parlayed with the Sens team total under, maybe the way to go.
Here's a bet. Panthers for the division. I'm still banging that drum.
What's that paying?
Well, it's around. They're favorites now. I mean, the Bruins won today, but still, I haven't checked in the last couple of days. But
-160 is the best I can find. It's up to -190 elsewhere. Yeah.
Oh, maybe you're a little late then. Fuck that. Or passing on that as well.
All right. Moving to the 7 p.m. time slot. We have the Dallas Stars against the New York Rangers. Game itself is in New York here. Dallas on the money line at +120. Rangers on the money line at -142. Over under at 6.5. Overpaying off +102. The under -122 here. Right, guy, we're going to you on this one. What do you got?
Yeah, this is a back-to-back here for the Stars. They lost in a shootout in Boston. I think Boston came back again to win that one in a shootout at home there. They needed a home win. The Bruins did. I think Ottinger started that one, so it's going to be Scott Wedgwood in this one against the Rangers. Rangers coming off a big comeback win against the Islanders at the Stadium Series on Sunday. They have now won 7 games in a row now. So they're back to being favorites for the Metro, which is not good because I know I was all over the Canes a little bit ago. But yeah, got to go with the Rangers here, -142. I could see this line definitely going up more with the Stars on a back-to-back. No real play for the total, though. Could see Rangers are scoring a bit, but they've also had some under games. So going to pass on the total and go with the Rangers -142.
I do like the Rangers. Not much to add there. Wedgwood will be playing for the Stars, so you know what that means. We're playing the over. I mean, the Stars are an over team, and Wedgwood is a goal. Going to keep playing this angle. Plus money here on the 6.5. I like that quite a bit. The Rangers goaltending has not been great. I mean, Quick was awesome for a while. He's still been okay, but he's not quite as good as he was early in the season. So yeah, give me the over 6.5 here. I think we see another high scoring affair. I mean, even the Stars in the Bruins game was a 7-goal fiesta. So yeah, give me over 6.5 is my favorite bet in this one.
I want to preface this with I really like the Dallas Stars. I was actually kind of looking into them a bit today, and I was like, "What the fuck? How come I don't talk about this team a lot?" And then I looked at the roster. And I'm like, "This roster is sick, dude. Like, D-men are awesome. Fucking first 3 lines are sweet. They got nice veteran presence mixed in with some tough guys that don't mind getting a little dirty, greasy. They have great goaltending. Coaching's fine. It's like, what the fuck? The Stars are the real deal." With that being said, the Stars backup goalie. Who is Wedgwood? Scott Wedgwood. He is not the real deal. He played well a little bit in Andre's absence, but as of lately, it's been a little greasy, man. So Stars on the second half of back-to-back, the hands full with the Bruins today. With that being said, they put up like fucking 49 shots against Boston today. They were winning with like 2 minutes left and then ended up losing, giving up the tying goal and then losing in a shootout, I believe. So the Stars are still
like 20 rounds that shootout.
I nuts.
I
Right?
the Bruins were just looking at my phone. Penalty shot miss. Penalty shot miss. Penalty shot
Like,
miss.
holy shit! Right? Two awesome goalies going at it with Ottinger and I think it was Swayman in that.
I don't
set?
know who it was.
I think it was Swayman, yeah.
Okay, well, what do you expect? But anyways, nonetheless, for this game, like I said, with Wedgwood and Net, Stars in the back-to-back have their hands full. Rangers are on a 7-game winning streak. Rangers like 19-7-0 at home or something crazy this year. I got to go with the Rangers, man. They're playing great hockey. I know Shesterkin sometimes can be a little bit iffy. Johnny Quick's having a hell of a year behind him. They have the offense. They have the defense. I'll take the Rangers minus 142. And Jolie said it. Wedgwood game, give me the over 6.5 all day long. There's a lot of firepower in this game, man, even if it's on a back-to-back for Dallas. So give me the over. Give me the Rags. Okay, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot. We got the New Jersey Devils against the Washington Capitals. Game itself is in Washington. Devils on the money line at minus 170. Caps on the money line at plus 142. Over-under sitting at 6.5. Both over-under paying off minus 110 here. Jolie, I'm going to go to you on this one, buddy. What's going to go up with the Devils and the Caps?
Yes, sir. The Devils are pulling me back in. They're playing more like how I expected them to at the beginning of the year. And so, yeah, they're a much better team here. We got Jonas Siegenthaler probably coming back finally after his broken foot. That'll give him some more composure on the back end. Still missing Dougie Hamilton, of course, but Simone Nemec has really stepped up in his absence. So, yeah, I love the Devils here. Capitals are just not a good hockey team. They're way too slow for these young, pacey Devils. You're going to be skating circles around them. So, yeah, even minus 170, I think I like anything under minus 200 or so. So, yeah, hammer the Devils here. I think they roll. They're not a bad away team at all. And, yeah, the Capitals are they're not fighting for anything. I don't think. They got a few lucky wins. What else is new over the course of their season? But, no, it's Devils or nothing here. And but I still don't trust their goaltending. I mean, I would like to play the under 6.5 as well, but Nico Dawes has been playing better than Vanacek and the other fuck who's in that. I can't remember, the Akira Schmid to start the year. But still, I can't trust him enough to play an under in a Devils game. So it's just the Devils money line for me.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Devils are back. Jack Hughes is back, and then Siegenthaler is going to be good. He's good for them. He's probable now on Tuesday. Marino and Vanacek questionable, but that's fine for them. Yeah, I mean, the Devils are playing better recently because they do have Nico Dawes in net. Nico Dawes, since the All-Star break, 4 starts, 8 goals against on 137 shots. It's 9.42 save percentage, 3-1. Only loss was against the Kings, a 2-1 loss there. So love the Devils here. Minus 170, yeah, that's a fine price, but I'm good taking them on the puck line as well. Plus 145. Devils won 6-3 down in Washington last month on January 3rd. Devils coming off of, beat the Flyers 6-3, beat Nashville 4-2 before that. And Washington, is susceptible to giving up 4, 5, or 6 goals here. So Devils on the money line and puck line.
Did you hear what Jack Hughes said about Dawes last week?
Yeah, we talked about it's nice to get some when you get some saves you can win or something. We brought that up.
That must have been the drunk episode for me, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a kick. I'll tell you right now, from a goalie's point of view, that's just a kick in the pills, bro. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, it seemed to have been working.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. Held people accountable. I agree with that. Yeah, I'll keep this nice and short. I agree with what you guys said. I love the Devils in this game. Minus 170 is a bit of juice to play. I wouldn't be opposed to taking this team in regulation. You can probably find it like minus 130 or something. 9 of their past 10 wins have been in regulation, and they're kicking the tires and they're lighting the fires against the Washington Capitals, who technically still in the playoff hunt, man. Like I know, they started off a little bit strong and shit, but they haven't completely fell off. Let's face it, they're probably not going to make the playoffs. Most likely, it'll probably be down. The Devils taking that last spot, but I don't know. Anyways, I digress. I'll take them in regulation. And as far as over under goes, kind of got to lean towards the over. 2 shit goal. I shouldn't say shit goal. Is Lindholm's he's fine, but I don't know. Give me the over. 6.5 minus 110. Give me the Devils in regulation. Okay, moving down to the 7 p.m. time slot again. We got the New York Islanders against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Game itself is in Pittsburgh's, baby. New York and the Islanders on the money line sitting at plus 120. Penguins on the money line at minus 142. Over-under sitting at 5.5. Over paying off minus 122. The under plus 102. Boys, don't look now. I'm kind of back in the Isles in this game, all right? I'll tell you what, ever since Jake fucking... This Pittsburgh team worries me, bro. Jake Gensel out, that's a big factor for this team. He's supposed to miss some significant time. That sucks for the Pens at the trade deadline as well. Still no Nola Chari, he's been gone for a while now too. But that Gensel loss is a big factor in this game. I'm going to take the Islanders on the road here at plus 120. Their road record is absolutely terrible this year. It's 9-11-5. But Patty Waugh's got to get these boys buzzing. This is the team that I still think systematically plays fine hockey. Sorokin is, to me, in my opinion, like a top 5 goalie at least in this goddamn league here. Now, as far as over-under goes, I am leaning towards – I hate that it's a 5.5. I really wish it was at 6, but I'm still leaning towards the under. Neither team really burns the barn when it comes to goal scoring. Islanders are 20th in the league. Penguins are 25th in the league for averaging goals per game. Give me the under 5.5. Give me the Islanders.
Yeah, this is a tough game here. I do like the Penguins, though, minus 142. I was on the Penguins Sunday when they retired Yager's number, and he took the guys for warm-ups with them. That was pretty cool. But that Crosby got the early goal, and they did not score anymore. 2 late goals by the Kings there, back-to-back for the Kings, and they still lost that one. Penguins have lost 4 of their past 5, and the one win was in Chicago. So, that's the Blackhawks there. Just so that doesn't really count. And the Islanders just blew a big lead to the Rangers in the Stadium Series game. But, yeah, Talon mentioned it. Islanders road record 9-11-5. Islanders this season have 22
9-11 in New York. You fucking piece of shit.
22 wins and 32 losses overall in this season. I could see a draw here around plus 360 just because the Islanders love a loser point, and both of these teams getting a point would be horrible for the Flyers in the playoff race. The Penguins minus 142, maybe a sprinkle on the draw, but no real play on the total.
The Penguins are turning into the Calgary Flames for me late last year with how many times I bet them and how many times they let me down. And it's the same kind of thing. They both had some excellent numbers in terms of chance creation, getting shots on goal, but they just can't fucking finish. At least Penguins are getting goaltending. Like Markstrom was a total sieve, but Jari's been holding the fort. They just can't score. Like Talon, you mentioned 25th in the league in terms of goals scored, but they're top 5 in terms of expected goals scored. So those guys just aren't doing it. Now without Gensel, their goal scoring talent takes a huge dip, so I just can't do it anymore. I'm not sure I can back the Islanders here either. I like the way that Patrick Roy has been playing now, a lot more loose sleep. Matty Barzal's flying around the ice, a lot less constrained like he was under the past 2 coaches, so that's cool to see. And that's why I would like the over as well, the way that Patrick Roy has these guys playing and whatnot. But it's the Penguins. They just can't fucking score, and they can play goal at least. So, I lean to the over still. Lean to the Penguins, I guess, but I'm done wasting money on this shit team. Crosby for Hart's still alive, though, if they do keep going, because he's scoring. He's the only one fucking scoring.
Sick. He's so sick, bro. Like, even still, I'm so happy to see that. All right. We are brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NBA season with Hall of Fame Bets and NHL season. The sports betting analytic platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NBA and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Enter any parlay idea into Hall of Fame Bet's revolutionary parlay optimizer tool to get hit rates broken down by leg, as well as an expected probability for the entire parlay. Sort all players by hit rates for any bet to learn which players are hot and which picks have value. Stop betting in the dark. Join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app and visit hofbets.com and use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. That's code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. Hell yeah. Okay, moving down to the 8 p.m. time slot here. We got the Winnipeg Jets the Minnesota Wild against the Winnipeg Jets. Game itself is in Winnipeg here. Minnesota, the money line sitting at plus 136. Jets on the money line minus 162. The over-under is at 6. Over paying off plus 100. The under minus 120. Jets on the second night of a back-to-back in this game here tonight. I guess so technically the Wild after scoring 10 goals against the Canucks. That was a fucking mess, dude. Who played? And I guess did both goalies end up getting the nod today for
Halbach played, and
no, I'm talking for, but like Gustafsson and Fleury both saw time, right? That's what I'm trying to get at here.
I think Fleury's confirmed for tomorrow now.
Oh, that's a toughie. And you know what? They got isn't Big Save Dave lighting the lamp for Winnipeg right now?
We got Larry.
Larry, what the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah, boys, come on. Give me my boy Larry Brossois here. Absolutely love him. He's a fucking beauty. He's a part of our show. You know, he goes down as he's a guy. Larry Brossois is a guy. We'll be the first ones to say it. With that being said as well, dude, the Jets are sick at home. 18-7-2 on the record. Minnesota's a 12-12-2 road team. Keep in mind here, I feel like every time I say this, Gilbert, don't galaxy brain this pick, dude. The Jets are the better team. The Jets are way better coached. They play better defensively system hockey. Goal scoring is definitely lacking in that department, which is weird when you got guys like Cal Connor, Mark Scheifele. I think, Joel, you touched on Nick Ehlers is barely getting much ice time. I think you said that like last show or something. That's a bit of a kick in the pills. Yeah, he needs to get more. That guy's an absolute stud. But the Jets are definitely the better team here. Like, who do the Wild have? Like Kaprizov, Boldy.
Joel. You have Joel Eriksson.
Yeah, he did get a hat trick, but like, come on, what are we doing here? Give me the Jets on the money line -162 over under in this game. I hate this. I'm staying away from it. Gun to my head, over under 6. Fuck, maybe under. I don't love it though.
They got Brock Faber too. Remember when Brock Faber was gonna, win the Calder Trophy? Now I'm seeing Bedard as high as -500 after his showing today. I think he had at least a goal and an assist in that one. But yeah, for this one, I got to lean to the Jets -162. Brossois is much better than Fleury. Fleury played today some as well. Border crossing game for Minnesota, going from home up to Winnipeg. Winnipeg's going from Calgary back home. Winnipeg, the better team, better home record, better goalie. So -162, a little bit steep. I personally haven't bet this yet, but I may, depending on if it moves or how I'm feeling. And I would lean to the under 6, -120. Just Jets, a rare over game for them today on Monday. So see them getting back to their low scoring ways on Tuesday.
As part of the Bedard bandwagon now recently, I'm looking at the Minnesota Wild box scores all the time. I saw he had 10 goals today. What the fuck? And I look up Brock Faber, 0 goals, 0 assists. How the hell is that? In like 25 minutes played. Okay, I'll take it. And then I look at the Chicago one, 3 Blackhawks goals, 1 goal, 2 assists for Bedard. Like, oh fuck, this is easy. So for this game though, lean to the Jets. Wild after that crazy comeback win and holding off a late Canucks push too. That's not the best situation. Whereas the Jets got embarrassed losing their own lead. I think they're up 3-1 and losing 6-3. That's not Jet hockey. I lean to the Jets, but much stronger play is on the under 6 here. Like I said, that's not Jets hockey. They're going back to more defensive ways here. Wild will do the same thing. I'm sure that John Hines, that's the coach there now. I blanked on that for a bit. I'm sure he's not thrilled with the 17-goal experience either. So, both coaches will be getting after their guys to start playing more defense. So love the under 6. And, of course, Brossois has been playing almost as good as Hellbuck really this year, so I'm not concerned about that. And Fleury is better than Gustafsson this year, so love the under 6.
All right, moving down to the 9 p.m. time slot, we got... Gentlemen, we have a Civil War game, okay? We have the Vancouver Canucks against the Colorado Avalanche. This game itself is in Colorado here. Vancouver on the money line sitting at +124. Colorado on the money line at -148. The over-under is 6.5. Over sitting at -115. The under -105. This is a Civil War game because the guy that's going to be talking about this game first is torn. He has 2 brothers inside of fighting himself right now. Does he go with his homeland? Does he go with his heartland? That's pretty beautiful. You like that?
I like that.
Exactly. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Joel Meyer, Canucks Avalanche. What do we got going on?
It's also a question of my back pocket too, the bankroll, the wallet. Because all my Canucks bets, I really want to get the President's Trophy futures home, which is looking a little bit shaky now after a couple bad losses. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to back the Canucks here. Excellently coached team. Rick Talk will be laying into those guys after. What was it? They were up 5-2 late in the second, and then a few minutes into the third, it was like 8-5 or something stupid like that. It was absolutely ridiculous. So probably the wildest swing all this year of any team, any game. But yeah, you like the Canucks to bounce back from that, but not in Colorado, not in with the altitude and all that. And the Avalanche are a bit hurting themselves after a terrible road trip. Coming back and barely beating the Coyotes. We know Nathan McKinnon still hasn't gone a game without scoring a point at home this year, so expect another one. Yeah, I think only Gretzky's had more now. I think the record.
Shit.
There might be one more person ahead of him, but he's at least third on that list. But yeah, so give me the Avs here. Give me the Avs all day long. I also like the over. I know that the Canucks are expected to play better defensively after that shit. Talkett's going to be laying into them, just like bonus is for the Jets. But still, it's an Avs game. These games all go fucking over. It's just an autoplay at this point with how poorly they defend, how poorly they goaltend. And yeah, like the Canucks are kind of due to get the power play going too. I thought they were like 0 for 40 until today's explosion. But yeah, I do expect their power play to get going. And the penalty kill sucks. Avalanche still have an excellent power play. So yeah, give me goals. Give me the Avs.
Yeah, I do like that over 6.5, minus 115. These are two of the best over teams in the league, two of the most profitable. Colorado second, Vancouver third, only behind Dallas there. So yeah, I love the over here, even though it will be Demko in net for Canucks. I mean, he kept the Smith out there for the whole beating at the hands of the Wild. Two of them were empty netters, but still
It's ruthless.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's an Avs game. Avs are not playing great defensively or in net. They haven't been all season long. So I do lean to the over 6.5 minus 115. I kind of lean to the Canucks at plus 124 due to the goaltender advantage. And I think Talkett should be able to get them back on track, but not going to play that. Just going to play the over.
Yeah, I got to go with Colorado in this game, man. I've been a little harsh on Vancouver lately. I don't mean it. Yes, they're a great team. Do I think they're a team built for playoffs? Maybe this is a conversation for another day. We'll put a pin in that one. Yeah, coming off that fucking absolute shit kicking that they took today here. Jolie touched on it too. Colorado didn't really have a great fucking road trip there. Come back, barely beat the Coyotes. I feel like the Coyotes always play Colorado tough though. It's always like a one-goal game. Is that a thing? Like,
no, yeah, it definitely is a thing. Even when they're in the Pacific Division, they were always a little pesky bitch team.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Keep that in mind for next maybe puck line bet for those two teams. Either way here, yeah, I like Colorado in this game a lot. But come on, what are we doing? 21-5 at home this year. What are we even talking about? Like, that should be bulletin board material number 1 when we're talking about this Colorado team anytime they're playing at home. So I have to take that. Canucks are fine on the road, 18-9-4. Don't get me wrong, but I like just Nate McKinnon. Arguably, probably having like the second best season out of anybody in the NHL right now. I would go Kucherov, McKinnon, Matthews right now. And McDavid, chances are he's going to end up scoring 150 points anyway, so he'll be in that mix as well. But yeah, this guy's an absolute fucking killer out on the ice. And we're big Nate Dogg fans on this show. You guys know that. Give me the Avs minus 148. Give me the over as well. I'm with you guys. I think we're going to see lots of goals. Demko's a great goalie. Don't get me wrong. We love Thatcher Demko. We love Georgiev. A little bit of a tough goal this year, too. Ryan touched on it. Defensively, the Avs have been lacking as well. So the over 6.5 is a decent look for this one. Okay, moving to the 10 p.m. time slot. We got the Nashville Predators against the Vegas Golden Knights. Game itself is in Vegas here. Nashville on the money line sitting at plus 120. Vegas on the money line at minus 142. The over-under is at 6.5. Over sitting at plus 110. The under minus 130. It's between this game and another one, and the other game shit. So Ryan, I'm going to give you this one. What do you got, buddy?
We got Smash Vegas versus Las Vegas here.
All right.
Versus Vegas. Back to back here for Vegas. They didn't have Logan Thompson start today in San Jose. He got a shutout. I was kind of hoping that was going to be Aiden Hill starting when I checked the box score after the fact to help his Vezina candidacy, but no, it's going to be Hill here on the back to back with travel. Back at home against the Predators. Predators coming off a win in St. Louis 5-2. Lost 2 straight before that. They haven't been too great overall recently. Haven't won back-to-back games since at least a month ago here. So it's Vegas at home, minus 142. I'll take them there. Vegas won last month at home, 4-1 over them as well. So yeah, Golden Knights minus 142, and then under 6, minus 130 is kind of steep there, getting up to minus 130. I wouldn't be afraid to play an under 5.5 at plus odds if you think that's better. Could get a 3-2 final possibly. So yeah, a lean to Vegas and lean to the under.
Yeah, it's the war between the city of bachelorette parties versus bachelor parties, right? With all the all the girls like to go to Nashville, all the guys like to go to Vegas. Yeah, but give me the guys. Give me the Golden Knights here. Aiden Hill is in nets for this one, presumably with Thompson shutting out the Sharks. I mean, that's not a terrific accomplishment, but you do like to see Aiden Hill in net for this one. Not a strong play, though. I don't even know. I haven't bet it myself, but I definitely lean that way. and under 6 as well for me with Aiden Hill between the pipes and Saros in net for the other team. And yeah, Predators are playing a little better defensively these days. So I haven't bet this game at all, but that's the way I'm looking.
Vegas has played a lot of hockey lately. What is it, like 3 games? And was it like 5 days, 4 days? I don't know. I feel like
4.
they played a lot. Was it 4? Okay. I feel like they played a lot of hockey. With that being said, dude, the Knights, and I think I brought this up last show too. Like, this is the time of the year where the Knights just fucking just click into business. You know, they just flip that fucking switch. No more pussyfooting around. It's time to play some real men hockey. And that's what we can expect to see from this team in this game, I believe. I'm going to be all over them, -142. Great home record for this team, 19-7-2. Nashville's a better road team than their home team. Don't get me wrong, but I still think Nashville's just mid, bro. I think we talked about this, I think, at the start of the season. There's a lot of camaraderie going on in that dressing room. That's good to see. But, like, it's just not enough. Sometimes you can't rely on just that. And they're kind of a run and gun offensive team. They rely a lot on UC Saros. They've sold a hell of a lot of defensemen away over the years, so they probably should have kept, but that's a conversation for another day. I love the Knights, man. The Knights, like I said, I have them making the Stanley Cup Finals again. You know, I placed a bet on that and also a parlay bet on them and fucking Florida getting there. So I'm maybe not heavily invested, but when it comes to myself in futures, heavily invested on this Vegas Golden Knights team. I think it's the time of the year they're going to shine. They're still very banged up. You know, looking through their fucking injury list, it's getting a little bit ugly there. With that being said, I'm seeing Theodore back. Theodore's back. Yes. Let's go. That's my big boy. This is the best defensive core in the league. How no other team went after fucking Alex Pietrangelo when he was a free agent a couple years ago is absolutely insane. Knights are sick. Aiden Hill's in net here. Come on. What are we doing, boys? Give me the Knights -142 over under in this game. Tuffy. Knights on a back-to-back. I don't think it's going to matter. It's 6. I'm taking the over +110. Yes, Saros is a good goalie, but this team gets fired up at home. It's going to be booming on a Saturday night in Vegas. Let's go, baby. Give me the over.
Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday? Dude.
It's your Saturday. It's your Saturday.
This is my Friday night. Work fucks me so hard, man. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. And then before anyone throws toilet emojis at you or says you have bad intel, Shea Theodore is probably not going to play tomorrow. Probably next week, but he is off the injured reserve.
Don't care. He's off.
I was going to mention that too because it did say he's probable for tomorrow. I guess he's just off LTIR for some.
I read that
reasons.
Cassidy said probably next week. So
what if this guy just does a massive line at the Bellagio and says, "Fuck you, nerds! I'm playing, baby. Let's go." So that's what I'm banging on.
Now I'm. We'll say one more thing. Nicholas Waugh, look for him for some props. He had an 8-game point streak before today. He had no points, and in his past 11 games before today, he had 15 points, 12 assists. He's playing top line center with Marchessault and Barbashev. So you can get him to get an assist. It's like +200, +250.
Who wants to hear Ryan's props?
Oh God,
I do. We were going to add that. It's going to be a new segment. It's going to be Lock Dog Total Prop. And we just got a prop bet.
I'm just making fun from Wednesday's show. I do remember getting after.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah, it's the only thing he remembers. All right. Final game on the docket. Moving on to the 10:30 p.m. time slot. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets against the LA Kings. Game itself is in LA here. Columbus on the money line sitting at +210. Kings on the money line at -258. Kings on the puck line at -1.5, sitting at -105. The over/under is at 6.5. Over paying off -105. The under -115. This game fucking sucks, dude. But the Kings, don't look now. They're on a 3-game winning streak, okay? You know, they've been really shaky as of late. A little banged up. Carl Grundstrom's out. I know, you know, a lot of people don't really give a fuck about Carl Grundstrom. I'm a Carl Grundstrom guy. He was an awesome Marley, so that's my boy. With that being said, you got to take the Kings here, man. Blue Jackets are an absolute shambles. This team is a joke. Fucking Fantilli being out really sucks, dude. I think a lot of us were hoping that we could see more out of him. Either way, I digress. I don't know, man. Like, what's the angle for this player other than just the fucking Blue Jackets are absolutely terrible. Terrible hockey, terrible culture, terrible system. This is a team that they're stuck in the weeds. They're not going to get a fired GM bump. That's not going to be a thing with the Columbus Blue Jackets. So how do you bet this? I don't know. Like, Columbus isn't really a great goal-scoring team. They're sitting at 23rd in the league for goals per game. Fuck, actually, truth be told, the Kings are pretty good when it comes to goals allowed. So maybe like a Columbus team total under might be the play here. That's the first thing I can kind of think of as far as over under in this game goes. I absolutely do love the under though. Kind of mid teams when it comes to goal scoring, mid to bad, and just nothing, dude. Just nothing. I don't know. I hate this game, but give me the under.
I am talking myself into the Blue Jackets here, potentially dogging them up at plus 210 due to something that Fritz says here in the chat. LA off a long road trip coming home. It's been a long road trip, flying cross country. Yes, they had a 4-game road trip: Buffalo, New Jersey, Boston, Pittsburgh. It's going to be their 3rd game in 4 nights here back at home. They had a road trip from January 7th to the 16th, came back home on the 18th, lost that one. They had a road trip out east back in December, came home for a game and lost to Winnipeg 5-2. So this could be a spot where, Columbus, they're feeling loose in the dressing room now from the GM being gone there. They've got a fresh feeling there. So I would lean to the Blue Jackets here, plus 210, maybe throw a half unit on it to win a unit, or puck line, plus 1.5, minus 115. The first meeting this season in Columbus went to overtime with the Kings winning 4-3. So I could see a sneaky Blue Jackets win here after beating the Sharks.
It's bad enough going third in this rotation. You guys using all the talking points. Now we got guys in the fucking chat stealing my talking points. So yeah, you guys stole all my angles. Give me the fucking Blue Jackets. Bet them later on, though. I think the money will come in on the Kings.
All right, that wraps it up. Consensus plays, gentlemen. What do we got cooking here?
Not too many. I tried to not write down leans. We do have the Rangers minus 142 and the over 6.5 at plus 102 against Dallas. The Devils on the minus 170 or
You're
regulation or the puck line at plus 145. And then Vancouver, Colorado over 6.5. And minus 115. Yeah, I was going to bring up the road trip anyway. So it's Joel's just giving you shit.
Do I ever?
No, you. No, never. All right, moving down to our lock dogs and totals here. Current standings: Joel's still in first, obviously, record of 49, 41, and 3, up 11.57 units. Ryan and I got fucking dick smushed. Record of 30 for Ryan, 38, 54, and 1, down 16.97 units. Myself, record of 40, 53, down 19.01 units. The pre-comeback just got blue-balled. That was a shit show. But there's always Ryan, what happens when you fall off the horse, buddy? What do we do?
You get right back on it and then you fall off again a few weeks later.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna give you the first chance to get back on that horse. Why don't you kick us off here?
All right, my lock is going to be the Rangers minus 142 against the Stars there. My dog, I was hoping I wasn't going first to kind of, decide if I want to go with the Blue Jackets, but I'm going to stick with the Devils on the puck line at plus 145 at the Capitals. And my total is the Canucks, Avs over 6.5, minus 115.
I'll take it next. Locking up the Devils money line, minus 170 against the Capitals. They're going to be partying it up for President's Day there in the Capitol. Just banging it with Joe Biden. And too broken hungover to play the Devils here. Dog, Stars, Rangers over 6.5, plus 102. I don't really like to do these total dogs, but what can I do? I don't have the balls, the stones to play the Blue Jackets outright, at least not yet. And so, yeah, I like to see goals in that one. And total, Wild Jets under 6, minus 120. Don't like to see goals in this one. 2 more defensive teams, especially the Jets, with 2 very solid goalies in net.
Hi, guys. I'm Bowie the Cat, and I'm not looking at you right now, but I'm still here. So I'm going to go ahead and read Talon's picks for him. He's going to lock up the Vegas Golden Knights on the money line against Nashville Predators, minus 142. This Vegas team is the real deal, and this is the time of year they start playing some good hockey. For his dog, we don't like dogs. Can we change this to the kitty play? No, I like going under. All right, whatever. For my dog, I'm taking the New York Islanders on the money line versus the Pittsburgh Penguins, plus 120. No get, son. Oh, my God. Who's going to be scoring goals other than Sidney Crosby? He can't play 40 minutes. He's so fucking old. His nuts are saggier than mine, for Christ's sakes. For my total, I'm going to go with the Columbus Blue Jackets, LA Kings, under 6.5, minus 115. This game should be real boring. And you know what? Us kiddies like boring. We just like sitting around, moseying around. And I was going to say something about this game, but I saw what happened the last time somebody talked about the Columbus Blue Jackets on a podcast, and I don't want you boys getting in any trouble, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Thanks for having me. Can't wait to see you next time.
Thanks, Billy. Always great to have you on there.
All right, boys. Anything else you want to add before we wrap this up here?
Well, we have a review here, 5-star review from Nate_Brown04. Best hockey podcast. Just started getting into podcast, really into hockey, so I wanted to find something that talked about hockey. Your guys' podcast was the first one to pop up, so I turned it on to listen. Best decision of my life. You get to hear everyone's opinions about hockey as well as a good laugh. You guys are great. Wolf, from now on, tune into every podcast. Go Canes.
Another Canes fan. We got a very prominent, fervent fan in the Discord. So the South would rising again in the hockey world too. Well, we already know that over the past couple of years, as I've been bitching about for a while.
Fair enough, man. That's good. Hell yeah. Appreciate that, Nate. Good man. All right, let's wrap this up. Everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. Actually, you know what? Why don't you do this, buddy? All right, everybody go check out the Sports Gambling Podcast Network website. That's supposed to be tons of stuff going on in the world of sports. We got hockey. 8 games going to be absolutely wicked. We got fucking soccer going on. We got basketball. We got baseball. But let's be honest, nobody gives a flying $10 fuck about that fucking pussy sport. So go fuck yourselves if you like that. But either way, tons of stuff in the world of sports. You can find all the information at the SGPN website. Be sure to go check it out. Be sure to check out all the articles as well. Check out Ryan's fantasy hockey articles he's pumping out. Ryan, how those articles doing? You having fun?
Oh, I'm having tons of fun though. Make sure you check those out.
My team's full. My fantasy team's full of Florida Panthers. Do you know why?
Why?
Meow.
All cats, and I like that. So hell yeah, be sure to do that. Shout out to all the friends and pals in the Discord. I was thinking of getting a little Bowie account in there, maybe going, but we'll see what happens. Maybe not, maybe so. Either way, be sure to get in there. Tons of stuff going on in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you're not making money. If you want to get in there, you can reach out to Ryan and Talon on Twitter. They'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to the HGP Twitter account. Social media assistant producer. You know what? Fuck this. I'm out of here. Go fuck yourself. All right, let's finish this off. Be sure to go to the HGP podcast. Social media assistant producer will get you going. He'll point you in the right direction. Or what you can do, you know what I saw the other day? I dug one up. And if you want to get a hold of Joel Meyer, all you need to do is get a hold of one of those old you remember those old Motorola walkie-talkies you used to get? Do you guys remember those things?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. There you go. Well, Joel's still got his on. He's just listening to truckers, going through BC and trying to get his insight on a little bit of the old trucky. So if you bust out one of those and you're in the area, go to a certain frequency, try it out. He'll be sure to track you down. And you just got to ask him, like, hey, Jolie, Roger, how do you get into the Discord? And he'll be like, shh, because those things are always crackled. Yeah, well, this is how you get in the Discord, baby. So get yourself a Motorola walkie-talkie, and that's how Jolie will get you in the Discord.
That's Joel's favorite social media, the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
I'll hear you on channel 69.
Yeah, and make sure you leave a 5-star rating and review, and I'll read it here at the end of the show. Make sure you also subscribe on YouTube. Seeing the subscribers grow up there, so we do like that. Yeah, all helps the show grow here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. My name is Talon Jenkins. You can find me at Talon Jenkins _94 at Twitter. You also find me just banging on the Scotiabank Arena when there's no Leaf games with a bottle of Jack Daniels in my hand, saying, "Let's go, Leafs, baby. Let's go." Shout out to all the homeless junkie folks in Toronto. You guys are the absolute worst, but I mean, just keep on keeping on, baby. Joe Dirt. Things are going to happen.
I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
I'm Joel Meyer, and you can find me recommending Austin Matthews bet for Hart.
Oh my goodness gracious, jeepers creepers. What's it paying off,
Talon was so argumentative on Saturday that he was arguing against a Leafs player winning an award with me, and that's how much we love to fight in there.
You still like it at 5-1?
Oh, he's getting a little cheap now,
yeah.
But shop around. Maybe you can still find a late number because he had another goal and assist today, and he had 2 back-to-back hat tricks, I think, before that. So yeah, he's going to get 70 goals, and when he gets 70 goals, he can win it for sure. Especially if McKinnon doesn't keep going.
I got a bet I want to run by you guys really quick before the end of this. Me and the Dominator at work. All right, Dom, big Habs fan. Who ends up? The bet is the most goals between either Austin Matthews or Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, and Yuri Slafkovsky combined, but playoffs count. Currently sitting going into it. I believe Matthews had 48 goals. He just got 49. The Habs combined had 51.
51, yes.
So they have a 3-goal lead.
Oh, just the season?
Just this, no, but the playoffs count. So the Habs
Yeah.
don't make playoffs, obviously nothing. But Matthews' goals in the playoffs count. He gave me 11-1 odds.
What the fuck?
I thought you were going to say fucking even money.
No,
Yeah.
11-1 odds.
I would bet it at even money.
Yeah,
That's
can
nice.
can I get a hit on that?
So if he beats the fucking top line for the Habs, including playoffs, fucking, I'm getting like $300.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah, I'm glancing at the Habs schedule in March too. It's not easy.
I know, man.
I need a Dom in my life.
I know. We all do, baby. We all do.
I know somebody if you need a Dom. Joel.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.